Welcome back. And before we get started, there's a couple important things I want to go over this week. The first of which is really exciting. The Halo Forum, which is the forum that I frequent and many of the people who've been on the show also frequent. The Halo Forum is hosting the HaloForum.com Movie Competition 2014, which is a montage/movie competition that is free to enter. Anyone can submit and has a $1,000 prize pool. And the submission deadline is the end of 2014. Super exciting. There's a couple different. There's 4 different categories, and then there's also like best movie overall. And you can submit as many times as you want. There's a lot of other information about it. It's really exciting. I'm going to link the thread down below because I really want to promote this and help encourage people and also get the word out about this because I really think that this is going to be a big contest. The Halo Forum is not super active. Well, compared to how it used to be, it's not super active these days, but this thread has been, there's like 15 plus pages of replies already, and it was posted a day ago. So I think that the turnout will be really good, and I'm really excited about it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's something that just happened this past week. And also a big shout out to Klima for making this happen. He came up with the idea, and there was a lot of positive feedback when he originally posted it, and so it's finally in motion. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that helped with that, a lot of other people who helped donate to the prize pool out of pocket, but I haven't been following it closely enough to know those names. I just know that Klima is numero uno, the reason that this is happening. So thanks a lot, Klima. That is very cool, and I can't wait to see everything that comes out of it. And then the second thing I wanted to go over super quick is not as important as the Halo Forums movie competition, but I this past week got into Hearthstone, the game, and I absolutely love it. I saw it when it was in beta mode. Like I saw some videos of it, and I was like, wow, that looks a little bit cheesy, a little too animated for me. And wow, what a stupid way to judge a game, because now I decided to play it. It's free to play, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. I'm having a blast, and it's really competitive and, requires a lot of thinking and super fun game. So I've been playing a lot of that. I don't do a lot of like self promoting or plugging or whatever, but I just figured out earlier today how to stream it and not have my computer absolutely freak out, which is what it usually does when I try to stream my desktop. So if you are interested in watching me play, you could check it out at twitch.tv/Stobs with 2 S's on the end, STOBSS. And also, if you already play Hearthstone, I definitely encourage you to come, check it out, talk to me, add me on the North American server at Stobs. Number 1456, because I'm always looking to talk to more experienced players and get a little bit better. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And also, if you haven't played it, come give it a try. Like I said, it's free to download, free to play. Very fun. But that intro might have been a little bit longer than usual, so let's get into it. This week, I was so thankful that SillyGoose offered to come on the show. So let's get started. All right, guys, welcome to episode 6 of Mind of a Gamer. Today we are here with an editing giant from the community. His name is Michael, but you guys know him as SillyGoose, and we just finished up playing some Halo 3. Let's see, you can check out all of SillyGoose's content at youtube.com/SillyGooseGaming, or follow him on Twitter at HCPX SillyGoose. And also, SillyGoose runs the Single Halo Clips account, which is a YouTube channel that uploads Halo clips every day, and we'll talk a little bit about that here in a bit. But for now, let's get started with the basic stuff. So how are you doing today, Michael?
I'm good. I'm just being lazy today. I haven't done much. I gotta edit, but I'm too lazy.
No, that's okay. It's the weekend. You're allowed to be lazy.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be lazy. So I'm excited because I want to like nerd out about editing with you, but first, tell me a little bit about yourself, like outside of the Halo realm, like in real life. Are you in school right now? Do you have a job? What do you do?
I just have a job. Like once I graduated from high school, I just pretty much didn't have a job for like a year, so I just sat around editing Halo montages.
Right, right.
And then I got a job at a school, and then like I like the job at the school. Like I just got to clean stuff, so I like put on my headphones and I have like 8 hours a day just to think about cool montage stuff and ideas and whatever. And then
Yeah.
I used to skateboard a lot, but then like ever since I graduated from high school, it's like my skateboard friends like went away or just I don't know. People grew up, man. It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny though, because like when I got out of high school, I had a job like delivering pizza, and so I would just put on music the whole time and like imagine montage stuff too, which is
Yeah.
funny. Um, all right, I feel like there's like a lot of topics that I want to cover with you, but specifically like first and foremost, your like consistency with the quality of editing that you do and how often you're able to like put out videos is so impressive. Like you put out more montages than most editors, it's fair to say, and all of them are like, it's not like you like ever have montages that are not like really high quality. And I looked through like you post the time lapse of some of your edits, like
Yeah.
of the screen of your edits, yeah. And like I looked through the time lapse, and it seemed, I mean, maybe it's because it's sped up, but it seems like you're like a really efficient editor. Like it doesn't take you as long as it would take some other people to do something. Like how do you think?
Yeah.
Like why do you think that is? Have you like just honed your abilities or what?
Yeah, I think I just like I know what I have to do, so it's like super easy for me. And I've done live stream me editing, and people watch me, and I'm just like clicking like bam, 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 bam. I'm just clicking stuff going super fast, and I've always wondered like how like can I do stuff faster than normal? Because like I don't know, when I do it, I know I'm going pretty fast, but I don't know how fast other people go. So I've always wondered that myself.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm one of like the slowest editors. Like I'll just drop like so many different clips in part of the timeline and see what fits best. But it seems to me like you kind of know what you're gonna like go for, and then it's just a matter of you doing it, and like you're very efficient at that.
Yeah, it's easy. It just comes natural now. I've been doing it for so long.
No doubt. Do you know how many montages you've put out?
I think I checked the other day and I was like 75 or something. Like I have a
my
playlist on my channel. Yeah,
That's so funny.
I have a playlist on my channel with all the montages. I think I checked the number because I forgot to put 414.3 in there,
Yeah.
and then I put it in there. It was like 75 montages. I was like, dang, what the heck?
Oh my god. I think it's probably fair to say that that's more than anyone else, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, at least more than most of the main editors that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, you were talking about four and a fourth. Tell me a little bit about you and Sandman. Do you guys know each other in real life?
Well, we met on Halo, and then we eventually met each other. But like the first time I met Sandman was in like a party. I think I was just in like some random party talking to some people. He joined up. He's like, guys, I just got the sickest stick catastrophe ever, man. You got to check this out. So he like brought a whole bunch of people in the theater.
Yeah.
We watched it, and then it was like a sick clip. And then I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh yeah, nice clip. And then I didn't really know who he was until like a week or two later. He came out with Sandstorm 2. And I was like, oh, dude, that's the same Sandman that was in that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, so, like, I guess I just edited some more montages, like, and then I forget how it happened, but the first montage I edited for him was called Spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, like, he thought I was a bad editor. He never told. He only told me this when I like knew him. But he's like, SillyGoose, you were bad. Me and my one friend used to make fun of you. We used to call you Super Sick SillyGoose, bro.
Oh
like,
my god, that's so mean.
Yeah, all sarcastic. Like, and him and his friend would go to him and be like, "Hey, Sandman, Super Sick SillyGoose just came out with a new video," like making fun of me. And like I was just bad.
Oh
and
my
then,
god.
and then I came out with a montage called Bang Bang with Audacity's gameplay.
Yeah.
And then his one friend went to him. He's like, hey Sandman, Super 6 SillyGoose has a new video. It's actually pretty good. Like, so I think because I made that video, Sandman like, oh, SillyGoose has some potential, and like asked me to edit his montage.
Yeah.
And then so I edited that montage spectacle, and then like a few days later, I was talking to him, and I remember this. We were playing Halo 3 on Valhalla, Halo 3. I was at the Blue Base. This is how much I remember. And then I was like found him on Facebook or something. For some reason, he like gave me his Facebook.
Right.
And I'm looking, and I look at his birthday, and it's the same as mine. I'm like, hey, is your birthday April 14th? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's my birthday. He's like, shut up. No way. You're lying. And then like, I don't know. It was just like a whole bunch of weird coincidences. Like we both have the same birthday. We live in the same state. And then I edit, he does gameplay. It's like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
And then at the end of 2010, there was an MLG event that came like to our town or whatever.
Oh, really?
So we both met. Yeah, we both met up there for the first time in MLG DC 2010.
Oh, that's awesome. And you know, that's so ironic that him and his friend used to make fun of you because now you've made like 7 videos for or with him. You know. That's so funny.
His final montage, his final Halo 3, was like originally going to be edited by Mad Max, but he didn't like. I think he was just taking too long, and Sandman was just like, I'm going to drop him because he was taking too long. So I did it, and then like I think Sandman, like, I don't know, it works good together because what he likes about me is that like I'll do what he says, and I do it like in a timely manner, and if he needs to tell me something, I'm like always available. And then I always go to him because I know he has sick gameplay. So that's why we just made so many videos together.
Yeah, well, also what you were saying about like doing it in a timely manner, that's kind of like rare in the editing community. Like a lot of people will pick up a project and then just like kind of sit on it for a long time or not even finish it. So finding an editor who can like, you know, stick with it and like get things done is kind of a nice perk.
Yeah, like if I tell somebody I'm making a montage for them, I feel obligated to finish it. Like I got one right now, where it's just like a simple edit, but it's Halo 4. I'm getting bored of it, so oh god, I gotta edit Halo 4. So it's taking me like I've had it for 3 months, and like I only have one song done, and it's not even like super awesome editing. So it's just taking me a while.
Yeah, I mean it's hard if you don't have the desire to do it. Forcing yourself to edit is just like never fun.
Yeah. But once I'm like into it, like once I get in a groove, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna groove. I might stay up late tonight, get a whole bunch done.
Yeah.
It's hard to just like get into the program and like start doing good sometimes.
Well, that's interesting because I totally have had like a parallel experience to that. I always find that the hardest part for me is like just getting the motivation to open the program. And then once I've done that, it's like easy for me to edit because it's right there in front of me. But like the thought of doing it is what's like holding me back. But all right, let's talk about a couple other things. You also like you don't just do Halo videos, which I like. Like there's a lot of variety in the content that you put on your channel. Like you've done murder miners videos, which I have never seen anyone else's murder miners montages, but I would venture to guess that yours are probably the best ones out there on YouTube, which is sick because murder miners is a kind of a cool little Halo spin-off game. You've also done like Call of Duty videos, Call of Duty, like those no-scope montages, and you've even done like screenshot montages before, right?
Mm-hmm, yep.
So like you don't just enjoy Halo, right? You kind of like a variety of games and editing other games too.
Yeah, like editing other games, like Halo is cool, but like editing other stuff like is a sort of a different thing. Like if you edit Halo and then edit some like real life footage, like it's clearly a different way of editing. So it's kind of like that with different games. And then I don't know what I want to say. Like the murder miners. Yeah, I guess like I got the most viewed ones of like they're the most popular on YouTube. Like if you type in murder miners montage,
right,
mine come up. So that's why like they're the first viewed. And then I got the opportunity to like since I made those montages, the developers of the game like know who I am because they're like pretty niched in their community. So like a while ago, just a few months ago, they messaged me. They're like, "Hey, we're looking for somebody to do the next official Murder Miners trailer. Would you be interested? It's like, heck yeah, I am. So I edited
Wow.
the last official Murder Miners trailer, and it came out pretty good, I think. A lot of
Wow,
people liked
that
it.
is so cool. I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it got on like some big websites. I forgot which websites, but they were like big, I guess.
Wow, that's so. Is it on YouTube right now?
Yeah.
Sweet. I will like. I'll put an annotation to it right now. That's awesome, dude. I had no idea about that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But so you like, and you find enjoyment in other stuff too. Like, you don't put out like that type of content because you think the audience is going to necessarily enjoy it. You just like doing it.
Yeah, like the screenshot montages.
Right.
Like sometimes it's nice to take a break from just like a traditional montage. So I've done like, let's see here, like I'll even put like SWATage in that category. So like screenshot SWATage, since like that's kind of like a different thing. It's kind of like a great. I would when I saw Halo 4 like before it came out and you could throw the oddball. I was like, oh shoot, that's sick, dude. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to edit a griffball montage when I saw that because I'm like in my head I feel like if people could get like cool clips, like have a team of 4 go into Griffball, record their voices, and be like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna throw you the ball, catch it. Okay, I'm gonna pass it to you now. Go, go. Oh, I scored!" Like I could edit that with sick angles, and it'd be freaking awesome. And then,
Yeah.
so like screenshot montages, I've always wanted to do machinimas, but like when I got into the community, even Halo 3, you couldn't lower your weapon online, so I was like, "Oh, god dang it." And they never put that in anymore, so I never did machinimas. I did one a long time ago, and I think like 2009. It was a music video,
Right.
but that was the last time I ever did that. But yeah, just like stepping, like doing different stuff. Like I want to clear all the bases of like Halo videos and types of videos.
Yeah, I mean it keeps things interesting to like do some new stuff rather than just repeating. But I think it's cool because like a lot of people don't like to stray from their typical content because they don't think their audience will enjoy it. But like I like that you just embrace like the new style of video that you're going to do and just make it work. And then it's obviously like working for your channel as well because people love all the content you put out. So I think that's pretty cool. Another thing, so you mentioned like angles, and that's something I wanted to talk about with you because like the angles in your videos are like flawless. They're always so cool. And like I was watching that Old Man, of course you know it, you edited it, Old Man Mikowski, which is maybe one of your like most well-known videos.
Uh-huh.
The angles in that, like not only are they just like really really pleasing to watch, but they're very like they like help convey whatever feeling and like the story to whatever you're trying to portray in that moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like you use them to also kind of enhance the story, which is really sick. And not only that, but they obviously just like fit 100% spot on with the sound. How much time do you have to spend in theater to like get angles of that quality?
How much time do you think I spend in theater?
I think you spend a lot of time in theater, like hours, because I have tried to get like some really cool cinematic stuff in theater, and it takes me so many tries. I'm recording over and over and over just to get a single take of something. So I would venture to guess that you take, I mean, hours and hours in theater. Is that true, or
Yeah.
do you just kind of get it quickly?
For like 30 clips, it'd probably take me like 5 hours just
Yeah.
record. And I don't like. I've talked to some people, and they just cap the first person view of the clip and then edit it without any angles and then go back and get their angles. But what I do, I've always done this, is record the first person plus angles and then edit it. And then if there's gaps where I need angles, I'll go back and get those, because I feel like if you can go in, record, like look around the world and what is good about the clip, you can emphasize those good things. If you just record the first person, edit it, you have to go back and use specific moments that might not be the best suited for angles. So that's why like sometimes I tell people like it's better to record angles before you edit, just because I feel like that conveys a better message through cinematics. I talked to Snipetality about that once, and I was like, yeah, you should start capping your clips or your angles before you edit. He's like, nah, I ain't doing that. What's the point of that? He didn't like understand or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, that's interesting though, because like I would have never guessed that you do it like that. I would have always assumed that you edit like the footage, sync it out, and then choose where you think an angle would fit best, just based off of like how well the angles seem to fit with the song. I would assume that you do them after. So that's kind of crazy cool that you go in and get them ahead of time. That's also cool because maybe it would give you like some. I'm just thinking aloud here, but like maybe it would give you some like some uses for the angles that you wouldn't necessarily think to do if you were just like doing them after having already edited the clip.
Yeah, and then like you can get like since I cap so much, in my mind I feel like there's different ways of recording clips. Like you can have stationary clips where you don't move the camera. You can have like simple pans. You can do this thing I call free flow, which is like you just hit play and then you just fly around and hope for a good angle. And sometimes you got to do that for a while. But if you can do that, it'd be like a super sick angle. I've always like dreamt of actually taking the time. This would take forever, but just like hit play and fly around and hope for good angles. And if you could make a montage with just all those cool flying around things, I think that would turn out like super awesome.
Yeah, well, those angles like have potential to be the sickest. Like I know there's some of those in Old Man Mikowski, and I always am like so impressed by how you do that because I tend to not use angles like that just because they're like so hard to get right. You know, I'll always like mess up on one of the thumbsticks and it won't look smooth, and then of course I can't use it because I feel like it needs to be perfect if I'm going to use it. So yeah,
sometimes I do intricate angles, so sometimes I'll have to like. I got my like fingers on the buttons, but I don't have enough fingers to hit the A button. So I got to like use my tongue to hit play and then like do some strategic stuff. I've done that multiple times before.
That's so funny. But I so know what you mean because I always am like, I'm always struggling with how I'm going to like press A and then keep the movement smooth at the same time. Like that's just a constant battle that I have when I'm in theater.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you use your tongue to do it. Oh my God. All right, so I know we're kind of going in reverse if I ask you this now, but whatever. I think it will be interesting to hear anyways. I want to talk about like how you got into editing and stuff because you've been around for like a long time. Like I remember you were like a big name like when I pretty much started editing, and I remember like when I posted one of my videos and it was the first time you'd commented on one of my videos. I was like so excited because I was like, oh man, one of the top editors commented on my channel. But like how long ago did you start and like what got you into it?
All right. I'll just I'll go back all the way back to 2001 and just do my quick Halo story.
Yeah, do it.
So I was like 10 years old. Halo 1 came out and I didn't even know like about shooters at the time, but my neighbor who's like, I don't know, 8 at the time. No, maybe not. Yeah, 8.
Yeah.
So I'm 10, he's 8. He comes over, he's like,
Hey, guess what? My dad got this cool new game. It's called Halo.
I was like, Halo? That's the dumbest name I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's called Halo.
And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like a cool name's like Super Awesome Alien Shooter 9000 FPS or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically I thought it was a dumb name. Next thing I remember is I'm like over his house playing the campaign or something. It's like super awesome. Next thing I remember is Halo 2 trailer came out. I'm over his house and we're watching the trailer. And I distinctly remember like watching it. And then, like, Master Chief jumps on a ghost, beats the brute out of there. I'm like, oh, shoot, you can do that? It was, like, super awesome, next-level stuff.
Yeah.
So then I just kept playing Halo from there. Not, like, super MLG tryhard or nothing, but just, like, a regular kid, you know, likes playing games sometimes.
Right. Wait, so you have an Xbox at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So it gets to Halo 3. And like, there's a whole bunch of hype. I'm like watching G4 Attack of the Show. People are all hyped about this.
Yeah.
So then I couldn't get Halo 3 on launch day because I didn't know what pre-ordering was at the time. I was gonna get the Legendary, but couldn't. They're like, "Oh, sorry, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks. You don't have a pre-order." So I had to wait 2 weeks for you can get the game. I wanted to play then, man. So okay, hold on. I'm getting mad. Calm me down.
Getting worked up.
Okay. So I had to settle for the limited edition. I didn't get that Master Chief helmet just because I didn't pre-order. Son of a B. Stupid Best Buy. But so I get Halo 3, and then like that's where I like was zoned out on Halo. I played the Halo 3 campaign so many times. I was just like super into getting achievements.
Yeah.
Like, I would make multiple accounts. I think I made like 5 accounts, beat Legendary, got all the achievements on them that I could.
Wow.
And then, and then around that time, I was in high school, and my one friend I knew from middle school, I was in computer class, and my one friend goes on, like, he's like, hey, check out my, Jesse's website. So he goes on his website, and he has like Halo 2 bounce videos and stuff. And that's the first time I ever like saw like somebody could record their screen. Like I didn't know about capture cards, so I was like amazed that he didn't use a video camera to record his TV. I'm like, oh shoot, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, so it just, I can't think of the word. It was like just amazing that he could do it. So I went up to him one day. He's like, how do you do this? He's like, you're going to get a capture card, get Sony Vegas. So I was like, okay. So that Christmas, got a Dazzle, plugged it in, didn't work.
Of
Stupid
course.
thing. Yeah.
Of course.
So I sold that Dazzle to my, or I traded, actually, no, I sold it to my one friend. And then like a side story, I bought Halo Wars. Didn't even want to play it. I think it came with like something else for Halo or something. So I just traded my Halo Wars for like Adobe After Effects products, like Cracked and Keygen stuff. Like, all it did was give me a 30-day trial of everything. So it was kind of a bad trade. Back to Halo. So he tells me about a capture card, and then I eventually got a capture card that would work. And this is probably around 2008. And I just wanted to make videos so bad. Oh, and before that, his computer crashed, so I gave him my 500 gig hard drive, and I told him like, hey, leave all your Halo videos on there. So he does this thing, I get it back. There's a whole bunch of his Halo videos and some Halo videos he got like off the internet.
Yeah.
I had just a archive of like machinimas and mostly montages, and I would just watch them like so much. I even like wanted to watch them so much, I burned them to a DVD, put them in a portable DVD player, watched them while I pooped. That I still have the original DVD I like burned and watched them. Like it's somewhere. I know I have it, but I used to watch them while I poo. Funny. And then, so I just wanted to make videos so much. So I would do the only things I could or that I thought was cool. So I'd like do stuff in Halo 3 campaign. I made some like Halo 2 bounce videos. And then I think I made like one really dumb music video or something with like Soldier Boy or something. But,
right.
All those super old videos I made before I had internet. Oh, at this time I didn't have internet. So like pretty much I didn't have internet until.
Oh, you didn't have internet?
Yeah, I didn't have internet at all because
that's why you're running campaigns so much.
Yeah, I was like in between moving houses and stuff like for 4 years. Like all the time I was in high school, we were living at my grandfather's house.
Right.
So I didn't have internet. I didn't get internet till 2009.
Oh wow.
But yeah, and just for those like videos I made before I didn't have internet, I have another YouTube channel called SillyGoose Classics, and that has like all my super old 2008 before I had internet videos. People want to check those bad videos out. I mean,
yeah.
They're there. So then it's like February 14th, 2009. I remember the date because my grandma got internet. I don't have internet, like our new house is being built. My grandma got internet February 14th, 2009, is getting hooked up, went down to the 7-Eleven, bought an Xbox like year card or something, plugged it in, got on her computer, made a YouTube channel, Silly Goose Gaming, and then I just started playing and I was hooked. I was addicted. Like all I wanted to do when I got off the bus was go to my grandma's house, play Halo 3. And then fast forward a few more months, finally get into our house. I get internet at my house, and then I just pretty much like by this time I graduated high school, and like I said, I just played. I didn't have a job for a year, so I just played Halo 3 for like ever and just started making videos, and then I eventually just got better over time. End of story. That was pretty long. I thought.
No, that's interesting. What I think is interesting about that though is like you came across someone that you knew in real life that made Halo videos. Oh yeah, that's super rare.
Shout out to Jesse Insanity. He's gonna watch this. Be like, oh my god, he gave me a shout out because he's like now like I was his fanboy, and now he's my fanboy. So like I was looking up to him like, oh shoot, look at that sick editing. He's recording his gameplay. I wish I had internet back in them Halo 2 days doing super bounces. And now he's watching my videos like, oh dude, Mike, SillyGoose, oh man, Mikowski was sick, bro. God dang it, I wish I was you. It was like, it's so funny how like things just switched.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But that's crazy, like that you knew someone who made Halo videos. Like I don't think I know anyone else in real life who. Oh my god, I'm gonna feel so bad if I do and I'm forgetting them. But I don't think I know anyone else in real life who like posts Halo videos to YouTube. All right, so let's also talk about some of the YouTube channels that you do and have run over the course of your time after getting the internet. So you currently run single Halo clips, right? And
Yep.
you've been doing that for a long time.
No, I started doing it in November 2009. So come this November, I've been doing it for 5 years, every day.
I think it's so crazy that you like put in the time to. I mean, it's not crazy in a bad way. It's like crazy awesome that you like do this thing for the community, like showing off people's clips. But that means you have to get on every single day and like capture and edit down and add the intro and then upload to YouTube.
Yeah, like every time I have to get on, like I don't check messages every day. Like every few days or when I get like 40 messages, I'll like read them all. But
Right.
it takes me like 3 hours to like go from reading all the messages, download all the clips, record all the clips, render them all out. It takes me like 3 hours every time I do that, and that's like once or twice a week.
Yeah, but you know what's really cool that I think you do is like doing the top tens and like the monthly montages and stuff is a really cool way to like help. Well, the monthly montages especially because like the new editors I often see like will edit one of the monthly montages, and it's like a really cool way for them to have access to a lot of clips and then also post a video that they know is going to get a lot of views and get their name out there. And I think that that's a cool thing. Did you come up with that?
Yeah, I was like, I'm like always thinking of trying to do new things for single Halo clips.
Right.
So like, it seems like every November, like the anniversary of when I started doing it, I always like do something new that makes single Halo clips better. So I think like the first year was I put the intro and made it an outro because people were mad they had to watch an intro every single Halo clip, and like it would just take too long. And then came up with the community tages, and then people were like, a bunch of people wanted top 10s. I started doing top 10s.
Yeah.
And then one guy did a fan video where he just downloaded clips off single Halo clips, edited a montage. I thought that was cool, so I started doing that. I think last year I came up with montage promos. So now people can like submit a clip from their montage, give me their montage link, and then I'll link their montage in the description of that clip. So it's like promoting their montage on their channel.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool because like all of these things are like ways to help expand and like expand audiences in the community, which is kind of necessary because the YouTube community is like so small.
Yeah, I'm trying like I just remember like when I was like just starting out, like help FB Washi. You get a montage on
Yeah.
FB Washi, you get that link in there. It's like, oh shoot, people are gonna find out about me. It's like so exciting.
Yeah, it was
So,
like a big
yeah.
deal.
So I'm hoping like single Halo clips would do that for some people.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's really cool. All right, so what about like air guitar? I know you were running that for a while, and I actually have never heard the story about that whole channel. But for those who don't know, air guitar is like it's Air Guitar 901, and it's a channel that has like a ton of Halo montages, similar to FB Walshy, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And what's the deal with that? Like, how did you get access to running that channel?
I forget which year, but like I somehow knew the owner of it.
Right.
And I don't really know how I met him. But I remember the first time I was in a game with him, I was like all shaky. You know how you meet somebody big in the community? You're like, oh God. My hands were shaking. I was like adrenaline pumping through me. We're just playing a little dumb custom game, and I'm all freaking out like, it's air guitar in the game. So,
Right.
oh, I remember how. Dang, this is going back a long time. He had a forum called the Halo Insider. Like,
Oh, I've heard about this. I never went to it, but I know that.
yeah,
I know that name.
That was my forum back then. Like, I think I had like the second most posts on there. Like,
wow.
I never used to use like the Halo forum or whatever. I was on
Right.
the Halo Insider, And then the dude who owned that was Air Guitar. So since I was like helping promote his website and active on the forums, like I met him through there. And then I guess some years go by or something, and like he knew I was trustworthy. So he's like, "Hey, you want to run Air Guitar?" Because he doesn't have time. So I was like, "Heck yeah, Air Guitar! It has like 1 million subs. Who wouldn't take that?"
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I just did that, and I think I started out uploading like pro gameplays, and then eventually turned into more montages, and then I guess he wasn't getting the views he wanted, so like I did it for 1.5 years, and then he just wasn't happy with the views or something, so he just asked me to stop running it, and then that was the end of me running it.
Interesting.
And a side note, he also had a Call of Duty channel that I was running that had like 100,000 subs that uploaded montages.
Yeah.
I just never told anybody about it because I don't know. It's Call of Duty. So
Do you still run that?
No.
Did you stop when you stopped running Air Guitar as well?
It was at the same time.
What's interesting about that is like I don't see any downside to letting someone else run a channel for you. Like even if he wasn't getting as many views as he wanted, he was still getting more views than 0.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? At least there's the new FBW channel, so like the community still has an outlet to post all their montages, which is nice. Okay, so there's one other thing. I don't want to go too long this time because last week's episode was like almost an hour, and I think that was a bit long for people. But I do want to talk about skateboarding with you because I know that's something that we both share an interest in, and I freaking love that you posted a skateboarding edit on your channel, which is awesome. Do you still skate a lot?
Not so much anymore, just because like friends moved away or whatever. Like my one skate friend I skated with since like 2004. He moved to Florida, so now I'm like, oh god, I don't have nobody to skate with. So
Right.
Yeah, but there is a contest coming up. I'm just going to film at the end of this month.
Right, that's sick. I mean, I don't skate that much either, just because like similar to you, like I moved away from home, so now I'm not with any of my friends that skate. But I do still love watching skate videos and everything. So next thing you post, I'll definitely be sure to look out for that. And also, before we wrap up, I want to say that a couple things. First of all, I don't know if you remember this, but maybe the first time we ever talked, you gave me Eli X's contact information, and then I ended up editing for him. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And then also, I want to just kind of one last time nerd out and say that there's some montages of yours that I have watched hundreds of times over the years, and those are 4 1/4, the next episode, He's Pro and Kenshi Dualtage, and then Sandman's Reach Montage 1. Especially that Sandman video, because like at the time I felt like there had not been a single Reach montage that had come out that was like really high quality editing.
Yeah.
And then that came out, and I was like freaking out because like that was when I still thought that Reach was like, you know, like had a ton of potential to be like the next huge Halo installment, and like I was so excited when it came out. So I watched that so many times. So I just kind of wanted to say that I enjoyed those a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah. And also, thank you for being so open and expressive and coming on the show, because I appreciate that, and being willing to talk about all that stuff.
No problemo.
Cool. Well, thanks. One last time, you guys can check out his content at youtube.com/SillyGooseGame. You could find him at HCPX SillyGoose on Twitter, and also that's the same URL you can find him on Facebook.com/HCPX SillyGoose and at Twitch.tv/HCPX SillyGoose. So that's going to do it for episode 6, guys. Thanks again to SillyGoose, and thank you guys all for tuning in.